Countless artists around the world have contributed to their country's tradition and preservation of culture. Here in the Philippines, several people have dedicated themselves to continue the legacy that our ancestors have given. These people have preserved the indigenous customs, beliefs, rituals, and traditions and have consistently performed and produced over a significant period. So let us know the history of Gamaba. In April 1992, the award was institutionalized through Republic Act No. 7355. As envisioned under RA 7355, Manlalika ng Bayan shall mean a citizen engaged in any traditional art uniquely Filipino whose distinctive skills have reached such a high level of technical and artistic excellence and have been passed on to and widely practiced by the present generation in his/her community with the same degree of technical and artistic competence. Tasked with the administration and implementation of the award is the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, NCCA. The NCCA, through the Gawad Sa Manlalika ng Bayan Committee and an ad hoc panel of experts, conducts the search for the finest traditional artists of the land, adopts a program that will ensure the transfer of their skills to others and undertakes measures to promote a genuine appreciation of and instill pride among our people about the genius of the Manlalika ng Bayan. First awarded in 1993 to three outstanding artists in music and poetry. Has its roots in the 1988 National Folk Artists Award organized by the Rotary Club of Makati Ayala. As a group, these folk and traditional artists reflect the diverse heritage and cultural traditions that transcend their beginnings to become part of our national character. As Filipinos, they bring age-old customs, crafts, and ways of living to the attention and appreciation of Filipino life. They provide us with a vision of ourselves and of our nation, a vision we might be able to realize someday, once we are given the opportunity to be true to ourselves as these artists have remained truthful to their art. Federico Caballero is a Filipino epic chanter who is a recipient of the National Living Treasures Award. He was born on December 25, 1938. Caballero is of the Conalog, Iloilo. Work for the documentation of the oral literature, particularly the epic, of his people the Laba and Dungan and Humadapnon. These epics, rendered in a language that although related to Kiniraya, is no longer spoken, constitute an encyclopedic folklore one only the most persevering and the most gifted of disciples can learn. Together artist, and advocates of culture, he painstakingly pieces together the elements of his oral tradition nearly lost. In the epic of his ancestor, he finds the root of many of the convictions they adhere to even today. And the concerns addressed by the epics are diverse, from human and family relations to matter that affect the environment. Nong Pedring takes it upon himself the task of setting things right. He works with the Bureau of Non-Formal Education, traveling from barangay to barangay, trying to convince the older folk of the necessity and of learning to read and write. Although he is warmly received in these places, he has an admittedly difficult assignment. The older people generally no longer feel up the challenge of learning a new skill. Besides, they see little use in it. He appeals to them by saying their help is needed to put into writing their indigenous beliefs, traditions, literature so they can pass on to the future generations of their place. In his own way, he strives to dispense justice in the community through his work as a manapusay, an arbiter of conflict. In the days before the advent of the local government system, arbiters like him were consulted on matters concerning family, neighbor relations, and property. Even today, the barangay officials in his home in Garanan call for him in resolving these affairs.